Hello and welcome to the Sat on My Butt channel for a review of the TedGem USB webcam. Now I reviewed a webcam just before, I think it was just before lockdown, and then as we went into lockdown that review became very, very popular. Previous to that my dashcam review was very popular, and then that webcam review overtook that, and that is because as we went into lockdown people were working from home and they were using things like Skype and Zoom for meetings at home, and so sales of webcams shot through the roof. And that is because your standard webcam, if you want to call it, the camera built into your laptop, if that's all you're working with, it's not great, is it? Let's be honest, it's not really great. I'm going to put in a clip here of my standard webcam in a laptop, an HP laptop that is only a couple of years old. So first off, I just wanted to show you, this is the standard camera within my laptop, and it's not an old laptop, it's only a couple of years old. It's an HP Pavilion. That's not acceptable, is it? If you're doing a job, a role, and you've got a meeting, you've got to present yourself as well as you would in an office, haven't you? Using that old webcam is a bit like going into your office in a dirty old t-shirt. And so, as I say, sales of these flew through the roof. Now, I've got the TedGem one here. It costs a mere £20.99 from Amazon with same day free Prime delivery, or if you miss that slot, that cut-off time on Amazon, free next day delivery. Now, it does come in a plain old card box here with a little paper pamphlet instruction book that isn't the best. It's not going to tell you a lot, but then you don't need a lot, because literally you plug this thing in and you're away. Just give your laptop a little bit of time to install what it needs and you're ready to go. And then within Zoom or Skype, whatever, go into your settings and make sure you're selecting that USB 2 camera. Now then, let's have a look at some of the spec on this thing. It is H.264 compression, 30 frames a second. Its optimal range is between 1.5 and 5 meters, and it's got a field of view of 90 degrees. Resolution is 1920 by 1080. It's got a noise cancelling microphone, and as I say, it's drive free for PCs or Macs, and it will even work with Xbox. It works with things like Skype, Yahoo, Zoom, Windows Live, all those sort of conferencing or face-to-face video pieces of software. And in Xbox, now I claim to know nothing about Xbox. I've never live streamed. In fact, I don't online game. But what it says is it will do Xbox Live background change, support XSplit, Mixer and other online game live, as well as Xbox One game live. And it's got an automatic mic gain of up to 5 meters, and it will take care of also the light. So depending on the light in the room, it will adjust itself. It is a fixed focus. Now the idea is that it can clip on the top of your laptop like that, or you could just sit it on the desktop, or it's got a thread there that would fit into a tripod or a tabletop tripod if that is better for you. And that 90 degree field of view would mean that a few of you, like there could be 3 of us with the camera back, would get in for a conference meeting. Not that you would with social distancing, but you know, if you're a couple like me and the wife, if we were talking to someone, perfectly okay. Now that's all very well talking about that, isn't it? But let's have a look. I'll put up a video now of how it performs. Now you're going to have to excuse me, the background's a bit wonky. I use a green screen when I shoot, and the DSLR just zooms in and I take that out. Now, as you can see, it's quite a nice picture. It's certainly not as good as what I'm using to film with, but I don't think I would expect it to be. But it's certainly a lot better than what I was using before via the laptop. In fact, I wouldn't use that. That would just be ridiculous to go online and use that quality. I mean, our phones have better quality than that. Why would you? I just don't understand why these laptops are lacking so much, but anyway, that's a different thing. Sound wise, it's not great, is it? There's a slight whistle in the background, and it's not what I would call a suitable or an acceptable quality for a microphone. But that's quite easily remedied. As I say, you can plug yourself in a camera, and these are cheap. I think this was like something like 20 quid again for this Boyu mic. It can even fit up as a lav mic, it will clip to you there. That's how it's designed to do. And so, quite simply, for less than a normal webcam, you can get yourself this and a nice microphone, because I would recommend it if you're doing meetings regularly and you want that nice sound, or you're recording like this, get yourself a nice microphone to go with it, because for me, picture I think is not bad at all. The quality of the sound is, for me, I'd say no, not acceptable. But I'm going to switch back now to my DSLR because I can. Now that was using Windows camera, and the sound isn't great, is it? Now I'm going to say within the Windows camera it's not very great at all. The picture's very nice. It's certainly a damn sight better than what I was using in the laptop. In fact, I wouldn't use the one in the laptop. As I say, it's just not acceptable. So for £20.99, you get yourself a camera with a very nice picture. Now, I'm just going to put in a bit of a video here of a Zoom meeting I had yesterday and me talking rubbish about bees. Well, it is rubbish because I'm a beginner. And you'll see that the sound quality is a little bit better. In the Waspinator. Off of Amazon, we used one. We haven't got wasps here, but we were plagued with wasps. Not, I wasn't beekeeping then, but I had my wife running around like a lunatic. And you put this thing up at the beginning of a season. It has to be when you stuff it with carrier bags or whatever, and it looks like a wasp's nest. They're only. So, is it the best webcam ever? Am I going to rave over this and say, "Oh my God, you have got to buy this"? I'm not going to rave over it because now we go up to 4K webcam, don't we? And as I say, the sound isn't great, but that can be easily remedied. If you go on Amazon, I'll put a link again in there for the camera and for a microphone. I use this one, little tiny lav mic. Now the idea is that this is clipped onto you on a collar or something like that, but I've just put it on a stand in front of me and it works very well. And so buying the two together, you've got yourself a setup that's a lot cheaper than a lot of the webcams out there. Yes, if you want 4K etc, go and buy it if you've got the money, all very well. But if, like many of us, you are struggling on the old finances, as many are now because of lockdown and what's happened, £20.99 to get yourself a webcam that will vastly improve your online presence in these meetings is an absolute bargain. That's what I'm going to say. Go and check it out. The TedGem webcam, available from Amazon, and that is that. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the old channel. I will see you next time. Take care.